Welcome, Yoga Basics. It's Friday. I'm filming on a Friday, and it's a snow day. And I thought the kids had school, but they don't. They're upstairs and they're still asleep because they're middle schoolers. So I'm just gonna do this practice to share with you guys, and then practice the voiceover thing, which is, the next thing I need to learn anyway. So start in a seat and to settle in and catch our breath. I won't say anything else for 45 minutes. Simple cross legs. And find your seat. Wiggle and waggle back and forth between your sitting bones. Get all your fidgets out. And then begin to slow and steady your breath. And shrug your shoulders back a few times. Send them forward a few times. And then settle in. And close your eyes. Give your jaw a little wiggle and relax it. And let your breath just be smooth and steady. Fill your whole self up. Your belly, your chest, your head. And deflating on the exhale the other way. Head, chest, belly. You can take this time while you're just finding your breath in your center to set some sort of intention for your practice today. And then give your eyes a little flicker open to switch the leg that's in the front and resettle. And find your breath again. And try to bring your breath to the box breath where you're filling up maybe a count of 5. Hold at the top for a count of 5. Release all the way down over the count of 5. And then another pause at the bottom. Notice the transition between all of those breaths and pauses. Maybe you smooth it out, maybe you leave it just the way it is. After you complete your next round on an exhale, return to your normal breath. Get really tall on an inhale and come forward. Into an easy fold. You don't have to collapse all the way. Keep a little integrity. Inhale presses you back up to neutral. Switch to the leg that's in the front. Again, inhale to grow tall. Keep your sitting bones there as you exhale and come forward. Let your head be heavy. Inhale, crawls your hands back to press you back up. And then give your legs a little wiggle out. And then your feet together for Baddha Konasana. Your hands can be wherever you want them to be, but inhale to get really long in your torso. You might want to block behind you. Today I did. It just helps you to stay tall in a twist instead of collapsing, especially like in the low back and shoulders. So get nice and tall. Let your knees drop to the floor and exhale your chin to your chest. Exhale over your right shoulder. Inhale brings you to center and exhale over the left. Inhale back to center, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale up, exhale left. Inhale up, exhale chin to chest. And inhale brings you up and the exhale all the way back. You come back to neutral. Bring your hands in front and your legs out, straight in front, Dandasana. Your feet are flexed. Shoulders stacked over your hips. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, and then exhale for a bend. Let your right arm come down and your left opens that side body. Come back to center and exhale again. 3 of these. You inhale, bring it up. Exhale, come out. And the third one, maybe you crawl your hand out a little bit further. Inhale back to center. Oh, I said 3, but looks like I went for 4. One more time, all the way open to the side. Your gaze can be wherever it feels good in your neck. I'm thinking about pressing that left sitting bone down. Inhale, bring jump. Sweep both arms up overhead. Exhale out to the other side. The inhales bring you back to center. And the exhales bend you out to the side. One more, I guess. I always think 3, but this is 4. Reach up and over, open your chest, your rib cage, your gaze can do whatever. Press that right sitting bone back. Inhale, come on back up to center. Exhale, release. Shrug your shoulders back 3 times. And then bring your right sole of your foot inside your left thigh. Get tall on an inhale, and then the exhale, you're going to twist to the inside of that leg. Same thing we just did. Every inhale grows you. Every exhale, maybe you twist a little bit more. Don't try to push it so far the first one. Take your time to get there. Same with your gaze. Let it just kind of follow your sternum until the last breath, and then turn it where it feels comfortable. Exhale always brings you back to neutral, and then switch sides. Inhale grows you tall. Exhale, twist to the inside of that leg. Take your time to get there. Inhales, grow. Exhales, rotate. Revolve. Exhale brings you back to the front. Straighten out both legs. You will shake out. And then you're going to bring, I never know how to tell you guys this one, right? Like bring your right, see what I'm doing there? Do that. And if your foot doesn't come across your thigh there, then you put it on the other side of your knee. No problem at all. Ground down your sitting bones, get tall. And this time we're going to twist to the outside of that. So that front foot, you're really pressing all four corners down and trying to keep an arch there. Exhale, brings you back to neutral. Switch the legs. Get yourself established. Inhale, grows you tall. Exhale to twist. Take your time. Exhale, releases you back. And then you can remove your blanket. Send the blocks off to the side. We'll use them again. And come to all fours. And get yourself nicely established, And then you're just going to do the regular old warming up here. The inhales up. Exhales round down. You do them at your own pace, your own breath. You can shift your weight over your wrists a little. You can shift them back over your knees. Whatever you feel like, kind of bringing some mobility to your entire back. And then to the sides too. So you exhale to look over one heel, and then you the other way, looks over the other foot. One more, either one of those. And then exhale, shift your hips back for child's pose. Let your head be really heavy. And then slide your hands underneath. Oh, that was just me. You can stay there. I was taking my hoodie off. This voiceover business is really tough. All right, sorry. I got discombobulated and recombobulated. Back to all fours. Exhale shifts you back to child's pose. Let your chin even come all the way to your chest. And then inhale, come forward. Shift your weight over your wrists. Exhale, bring you back, chin to chest. Inhale, bring you forward. And then I didn't say it when we were back, but you're externally rotating and internally rotating your entire arm. And then bring them forward just a couple of inches. And kind of like a modified plank from your knees. Exhale, shift it back, child's pose. Inhale, shift it forward. This time when your wrists are underneath your shoulders, just bring your knees off the ground to hover. And exhale, brings them back. Back to child's pose. Inhale, look up between your hands. This time forward. You're just going to pop all the way up to downward facing dog. You can come all the way up on your tippy toes. You can pedal your legs out. However you want to come into it today. But everyone on an inhale, come all the way up to your tippy toes. Shift your weight forward to a plank. Exhale, shift it back to downward facing dog. Bend your right knee completely, and then your left. Straighten them back out again. And you're just looking with your head under one armpit and then the other. And an inhale, come up onto your tippy toes again. Shift your weight forward to plank. and stay. And then exhale, bring your knees to the floor, your toes to touch, and child's pose. If you want to swing your arms back around and let your shoulders kind of dangle, that sure is an option. Inhale your hands underneath your shoulders to press yourself up. And coming back past all fours, back to downward facing dog, so your hands come out a little bit further. And then lift up to plank. Exhale, your right leg taps out, and then your left. Alternating out to the side, and back together. And then when you get back to neutral, exhale yourself back to downward facing dog. On an inhale, sweep your right leg back and up. Trying to keep your hips square with the ground, not opening them up like half moon, but just square. Exhale, release that side. Inhale, raise the left. Exhale, release that back down to the floor. And inhale, come on back to plank. Exhale, come to your knees, toes to touch for child's pose. Inhale your hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up. And come back with your hands in front of your shoulders again. Curl your toes under. And lift to plank. Exhale, shift your hips back for downward facing dog. On an inhale, look up at your left hand, and then exhale as you reach it back for your right ankle. And then your head looks under your armpit, or you can keep your gaze on the floor. Inhale brings you back, and then do the other side. Exhale for the reach. You can turn your head. Exhale, release back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look up between your hands and walk your feet up, and then your hands back. And dangle. Inhale halfway, get lengthy. Exhale, fold again. Again, inhale, grow tall, get lengthy. Give yourself a micro bend if you need it in your knees. And then exhale, fold. Next time, inhale, get nice and lengthy, and then bring your torso to touch your thighs. Hands to the floor, blocks in front of you. And then every inhale, grow, and exhale, surrender. Trying to keep your torso tucked on your knees, on your thighs. Let your head be heavy. Inhale again, get lengthy, look up halfway. Exhale, fold, let it all go. Give a bend in both knees, and then roll yourself all the way up. Just do it. Give your shoulder a shrug back. So come to Tadasana. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, Utkatasana. chair, awkward pose. So sink down till it's comfortable in your knees, your hips, your ankles. And then an inhale sweeps your arms up so that your ears are in between your upper arms. Inhale, come on up out of there. Exhale, release your arms by your side. And we go again. This time, inhale, sweep your arms up first. And then exhale to sit down in your chair. You're going to bring your elbow, your left elbow, to the outside of your right knee for the twist. Your hands come together. The inhales lengthen you. The exhales twist you. Inhale, come on out of there. Raise your arms up overhead. And then exhale to do the other side. Left elbow outside. Or right elbow outside. You know, the other side. Do the other side. Hands pressed together as you open up your chest in a twist. Exhale, release that. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Stay down in the chair. 3 breaths here. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale. Release. You can bring your feet about shoulder width apart because you're going to step your right foot back as if you were straddling the line. So this is so everything can be square with the front of the mat. Inhale, get lengthy. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, come on back up. Keep that weight in the back leg. Exhale, come forward. Let your head go. One more time. Inhale, come up and get lengthy. Do all the things. Check in with your feet. And then exhale, come forward and stay. Let your head go. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, step her together. And switch sides. Square it all off, get tall. Exhale, forward. Inhale, rises you up. And the exhale, forward. One more. Inhale, get tall. Check in with your feet, your legs, all the things. And then exhale, come forward and stay. Let your head go. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, step together. You can grab a block for this next one. And instead of being like straddling, we're going into warrior legs. So your front heel will bisect your back arch, and the block is going to go in the inside of your front foot. So you can bring your hands to your hips. Just let your legs settle in here. Yep, just pressing into the outer edge of the back foot, bending into the square of the knee, externally rotating, lifting the back knee. All the things you always gotta do. You can turn your torso forward on an exhale. And then inhale, grow tall, bring your hand down to the block. And then your upper arm on an exhale comes back behind your back today. So open across the chest. Yeah, and your gaze is up to you. Exhale, release your arms, square your chest with the mat. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, turn your feet in. Toes in on one side, out on the other, to switch. Same thing, get into your warrior legs and just settle in there. Find it out today. How does the first one land? Be square with the long edge of the mat there. See if you can sink lower. And then on an exhale, square off a little towards the front of the mat. And then reach down for your block. And open up that whole side body. And reach your hand back behind your low back. Enjoy, right? Exhale, turn your chest down to the mat. Inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, turn your toes to the long edge of the mat. Square the outside of your feet with the outside edge of the mat. Externally rotate. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, over you go. And you can weight your head on a block if you have your block handy there. Just put a little bit of pressure on the top of your head. Maybe you need like 2 blocks. And pressing into your hands too, your hands and your head. Some of you might have a headstand practice, which we might even up doing in this class today if you have it in your arsenal. Otherwise, you just press your head, the top of your head down onto the blocks or the mat and press into your hand. Inhale, come on up out of there. Heel toe your feet together. Back to standing. Warrior legs again. Oh, actually, I lied. I switched it up. We're going to do a twist here. So, straddling the line again. So everything can get square with the front of the mat. Same thing we did, except we're going further this time. So exhale, get square. Find your feeting in both feet. And then this time we're going to go one more turn of the hips. Exhale, turn, turn, turn. Still reach for the outside edge of that back foot. And then come forward, keeping that back foot. So your hand comes to the block. Parivrtta Trikonasana. One of my least favorite ones, and we don't do it very often because it's really challenging and I forget about it, but it's so good. Exhale to come out of there. Inhale, back up and switch sides. So you step back like you're straddling the line, so everything can stay square. And then take your breath to rotate your hips. Inhales grow you tall. And the exhales, your hips rotate further towards the front of the mat, eventually towards the block. And then when you get there, you can also totally take the other arm up to the ceiling. I prefer for now to keep it on my low back, but whatever works for you, whatever you want to do. Exhale, turn your chest down. Inhale, come on up. And step together. We're going to go back for the wide leg, forward fold. I'm going for a headstand. You just put pressure on your head unless you feel really comfortable with the whole headstand situation. Eleanor, no headstands, I remember. But it's still good to put a little bit of pressure and support on the top of your head. Hopefully by now you're there. You inhaled, got lengthy, exhale, folded. And maybe you can, change the length of the block. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper. And those of you who do headstand, I think, Carolyn, you have a headstand practice. Now is a good time to lift up and off. Pressing your heels up to the ceiling if you're there. And exhale to come back out. You can crawl your hands back behind you or reach them out towards your feet. Inhale, grow tall. Come up halfway. And then exhale as you heel toe your feet together. Again, grow tall halfway. Exhale, fold completely. Let it go. And then inhale, come on up. Exhale, back to neutral. Heel toe your feet in the rest of the way. Oh, I had to let the dog in. And grab a chair. Grab a chair. So we're going to use the high part of the chair first, the back of the chair. So have it facing you. And then figure out how far away you want to be. Kind of like a torso's length. But your arms are going to be resting on the chair. So consider that. Reach out for the back of the chair. And then reconfigure like your feet so that the weight is really well distributed between the mount of the big toe and the heels. And then inhale, sweep the right leg, backing up. Your gaze can look up between your hands if you want. Exhale to release that side. Inhale up the other. And you're attempting to square your hips here and attempting to straighten your leg and the toes face down. There's so much going on. Just pick one thing. Pick one thing. Exhale, release. Inhale, presses you back up to stand. This time, inhale, grow tall. Exhale as you reach out, arms onto the chair. Find your weight, find your center of gravity really bearing down. And then again, inhale, sweep your right leg back. If you want to lessen the weight on your arms, you sure can. You can do it without the support of the chair. Exhale, release. Inhale up the other side. Whatever fidgets you need, however you want this to land for you today. And exhale, release that foot down. Inhale, come on up. And then inhale, grow tall. Exhale, fold forward, but then bring your hand to the seat of the chair, a little bit diagonal from your front foot, and then lift that leg, turn the toes to the outside. And you can use the top part of the chair to just pry your chest open, or you can inhale and lift off with your hand. On an exhale, gently return. Turn your chest down, release your leg. Inhale, come up. We'll switch sides. Ground it down. Get firmly established. Exhale, fold forward. Hand to chair. And then up with your leg and out with your leg. And you decide what you want to do with your upper arm. Keep it on the chair or reach it for the sky. On an exhale, release that. Rotate your torso back and then release your leg. Inhale, come on back. Back to side one. Inhale, grow. Exhale, fold. Hand to chair. Leg up and open. And you decide what to do with your arm. Go. On an exhale, rotate your torso, then release your leg. Back to side two, one last time. Inhale, grow. Place your hand, lift your leg, turn it, and really press back down through the mound of the big toe on your standing leg. Exhale, release all the way down. Inhale, brings you back up. And set the chair to the side for now. And come on down to the ground. Bring your legs to pinwheels. 90-90 kinda. Inhale, grow tall and square your chest over that front knee. And exhale, keep the length as you come forward. You can stack your hands to rest your forehead, or you can use a block. And whatever you need to readjust to bring real health and safety to like that low back sacrum area, the hip. Inhale brings you up, hands back behind you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release that back down to the ground. And go again. Inhale grows you tall and squares you. Exhale, come forward. You can keep your back leg in the pinwheel, or if you want to extend it all the way back behind you, if that's what you're up for today, go for it. On an inhale, slide your hands back under your shoulders, press yourself up. Release your leg back if it's extended. And then again, hands behind your hips. Inhale, lift your hips forward. Let your head go. Exhale, release. And now we switch our sides. Yep, ground it down, inhale, grow, exhale, square, and come forward. All the physics. So that you can kind of feel yourself equally descending in the shoulders, like both rib cages and both shoulders coming down. Inhale presses you back up to neutral. Hands come back behind you. And lift up. Let your head go. Exhale, release. And one more of each of those. Inhale, grow. Exhale, square. Come on down. And then you decide about your other leg. And think back to that intention you set at the beginning of class. When you get distracted, use that to come back. On an inhale, press yourself up. Exhale, release your leg back. Bring your hands back behind. Inhale, lift and drop your head. Stay. Exhale, release. Bring both feet out in front. Heels to the floor, toes lifted. We're doing those 90-90s kind of. So exhale, drops your knees to the side. Inhale brings you back to center, to the other way. You can keep your hands behind you if you'd like, or with them in front of you, then you've got to engage your core as you come through the center. And once you complete a round of that, we're going to come back to your chair. Actually, I don't think we ever got back to the chair again. So disregard that. Come down to your back. Inhale. Raise your right leg to the sky. Exhale. Bring it all the way over your left knee and bring that all to the right side. Your arm can be in cactuses, hands on the floor, whatever you want to do for your arms. Inhale brings it back to center. Exhale, release. Inhale raises the left, crosses over the right, and bring that all over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release. And this time, just both legs over to the right. Both knees drop. Pinwheels. Not pinwheels, what do we call these? Windshield wipers. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale back to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. So keep them going at your own breath, your own pace. You can go fast, you can go slow. Just bring the windshield wipers into action. And then after a round of those, knees come up, feet off the ground, hands to your knees, and wiggle around. You can rotate, circle, pedal, all the things we do to wrap up. Ultimately, you hug yourself tight, chin to your chest and your knees. Exhale, release it all out. If you have your chair there and you want to put the calves, your legs on the chair, go for it. Otherwise, just take Shavasana and let it all go. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Yep, settle it all in and let it be heavy, heavy, heavy. Make a little bit of movement, just making your shoulders even heavy. Then lengthen and deepen your breath as you wiggle and roll and bend. Ultimately, a yawn with a stretch of your head. And bring your knees into your chest and roll off to the side. And then when you're ready, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. That was really fun. Let's finish with 3 breaths together. Exhale everything you got. Inhale, fill her up. Big sigh. Next one in. Out your mouth. And the third one fills you up. And through your nose as you bow your head to your heart and thank yourself for showing up. Today was like a fiery tough decreasing class because of the wet, heavy, earthy snow. We got to move and fire off that stagnant energy. I hope you loved it. See you Wednesday, mindful mobility. Namaste.